Hi everybody, just a short video today, but before we get on to the main subject, we're talking about the Floyd bootlegs that I recently showed you. A couple of things to say. The A to Z music project that I'm trying to get through stalled at M, and I found that it had been blocked for copyright globally. Over two artists that I'd included. One was Joni Mitchell and the other one was, can you believe it, Monty Python. So whilst they passed the initial checks, it got blocked subsequently. So I've had a look to see whether I could maybe trim it down to exclude those, and I decided there's not really much point. The other artists on there were Katie Mellower, Madness and Motorhead. Now Motorhead and Madness was fine. They are quite happy to have the stuff put out. Katie Mellower was had restrictions in Canada and the States. So yeah, there's no point in redoing it, I don't think. So all I can tell you is that my selections under M were Joni Mitchell, Madness, Katie Mellower, Motorhead and Monty Python. So but unfortunately it was quite an interesting edit, I thought, in juxtaposing the crazy from the great. So that's that. So we'll be moving on shortly on that project. But coming up next after this video today, there's a really special Bowie bootleg which I should be getting in the next few days, and I'd completely forgotten about it, to be honest. It was something I sort of put my name down for a while ago, and it's finally come through. Very limited thing, and yeah, from hopefully one of recorded to be a great performance and a great recording. So I'll show you that hopefully in a few days' time. And there's other things also coming out, both on the Bowie side and Floyd. So it's a constant stream of stuff, but obviously we're not getting it all, we can't get it all, but hopefully there'll be one or two things coming through to show you as we move forward. So now move on to the video for today. We're just going over on this video the sound quality of the Floyd titles that I showed you last time. I have play tested them, and also need to do a few corrections about one or two things. So just first of all, this the box set that I showed you is absolutely superb quality. It's clearly from the master, and it is a super clear recording. Everything's there. It's just wonderful, perfect audience recording. Whether it's been remastered especially for vinyl, I don't know, but it's it's definitely one to have, I can assure you of that. Whether you like the packaging or not, but the sound on that is tremendous, absolutely tremendous. In fact, I put it on just to sort of quickly give it a listen. I ended up listening to three sides, just one after the other, because it was just so brilliant. The next thing is on these the spread legs reissues that I talked about, this being the recent one and this being the Andy Cap one, which came out last year, maybe even earlier this year, I don't know. But I have compared them, and I think there is no comparison in so much as this new one is definitely better. It's louder, and it's more defined, it's cleaner, it's clearer, it's less bassy, and there's less distortion. So I think they've definitely worked the sound for this new one. And the other one's brilliant. I mean, the other one's really nice, but it's, yeah, the new one's definitely worth getting from that point of view. So that was my take on those. Now, as far as the Ivor win is concerned, first thing, a couple of corrections. So the craft bag version has this insert, as I said, but this on the bag here is actually from a stamp. So this is hand stamped on by the makers. It's not a print, so it's not just been run through a printer. This is hand stamped. Now, to get a stamp that size is quite an achievement. I've looked into this over many years, and your sort of basic hand stamp manufacturers will only go up to a certain size. Once you get beyond that size, then A, it is extremely expensive, and B, it's very hard to get ones that have come out clean. So that is quite an achievement to get to get that quality from literally a manually applied hand stamp. So different to what I thought. The other thing to say about this is the clear vinyl version. These are new pressings. They're not from the original plates at all, and when I was play testing them, it became obvious that they weren't, because the original top hat one has a guy from the Pink Floyd podcast kind of introducing the recording to start with, and that is not on the new ones, and I believe that may have been done just to avoid some copyright issues with the plant. But anyway, it was then obvious that these are not just represses from the same plates. So these are new, completely newly made records from scratch. The comparison between the craft bag clear vinyl version and the splatter version, there's not a great deal to sort of say between the two. Possibly the clear vinyl is marginally better, but they're both brilliant. They're both a brilliant recording, and obviously the top hat one is brilliant as well. This did sound a bit cleaner on my equipment when I played it, so the new ones maybe a bit more bassy, so a bit more oomph, which you may like, and obviously coming off vinyl you get that warmth that you want that CDs can't really replicate. The other thing to say about the inserts that came with this, you remember those little rubber thing I couldn't get out of the bag, that is actually a key fob. So it's for your keychain, little kind of rubber moulded thing. So I think there's a similar one on another set that they did, but anyway, that's corrected that. Whatever you say about them, they're fantastic recordings, and they're pretty essential releases to get. So that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I'm not going to play them on my equipment because it's so terrible when it comes through the camera mic. If I can ever find a way of connecting my deck to the computer and downloading it, I mean, you can get USB decks, can't you, these days, but we'll see about that. So thanks for watching, and see you next time.